Nurse David here, and today we are doing a Q&A revolving completely around nursing informatics. Now, most of you know I have been on this journey of going from a master's in informatics for the past 20 months, and just this year in June of 2021, I have graduated, I am finished, I have put in over 200 clinical hours with a mentor, working at different hospitals, working on different projects, and I have collected all the questions that you guys have asked me over this time and put it into this one video. Of course, if you guys have any more questions about the field, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, but let's go ahead and get straight into it. Where did you go to school for your master's in nursing informatics? Now, I actually went to school at Grand Canyon University mainly for the fact that my work is partnered with them, not for any other reason, but because they're partnered with them and they would help pay a significant amount of money. So I went to Grand Canyon University and it took me 20 months to get my degree. And 20 months is pretty average depending on how many credits you have. If you already have a master's in something else, it's obviously going to take you less, but I had no credits in this, so it took me 20 months. How much did your informatics degree cost? Now, I made a whole separate video on this, which I'll link down below, telling you how I got through my master's program while working full-time and how I got through it with zero debt. But the program for myself costs around $20,000. Can you work full-time while going to school full-time for your master's in informatics? And the answer is yes. I definitely worked full-time, and I even worked a side job at some points where I went and taught nursing assistant clinicals. So it's definitely doable. How is the job market in this degree? Now, this is something that I'm learning about very quickly because I'm currently looking all over the place, but I will say that there are jobs out there. You just have to be open. It might not be in the exact facility that you want, but there are jobs out there. And just because the title does not say nursing informaticist or clinical informatics, if you read the descriptions on some of these job postings from like surgical outpatient places, hospitals, nursing homes, you'll see that they do have or require a nursing informatics degree. And actually, it's never really a minimum requirement to have this. It's usually a preferred. So if you have a master's in informatics, even better. How much does a nursing informaticist get paid? Now, I'm not currently working as a nursing informaticist. I still work as a bedside nurse, but I'm currently looking, and from what I have found, they make roughly from 80K to 100K, and it's generally salary pay. Do you have to be a nurse in order to work in nursing informatics? Now, this is a question that I have been asked time and time again, and it's really kind of irritating. You know, there is the route of going into health informatics and skipping the whole nursing portion. And this is not the reason why I got into it. I'm working as a nurse, I work myself up, and I see how hard nurses work. The role of a nursing informaticist is to advocate for the nurses who are in that position. If you haven't been a nurse, then you don't know how these changes that you're making in this role can truly impact the workflow of these bedside nurses. And that drives me crazy, especially working as a bedside nurse and seeing all these changes happen. It's like, do these people even realize what it's like to be a nurse and work at the bedside when they just keep adding more and more and more? So I'm gonna advise all of you, yes, you do need to be a nurse in order to be an effective nursing informaticist, in order to do justice for your brothers and sisters who are working at the bedside. But the answer could be no. You technically don't always have to, depending on the schooling of the route of schooling that you go through. But I would definitely highly recommend everybody to be a nurse or have bedside nursing experience before they jump into this field. And like I said, that one just really irritates me because I just see these changes constantly being made and it's so annoying. It's like, do these people forget what it's like to be a nurse? But the next question is, what got you into the field of nursing informatics? And honestly, I started by doing a super user project when we had to go live on this new initiative in our charting system, and I really liked that, so I signed up for the next one. And I really like teaching the nurses and like getting their feedback, and I signed up for another one, and at that point I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be helping nurses, that way they can better do their jobs. And really, I reached out to my informatics people at my hospital. I didn't know them, but I reached out to them to get more information, and eventually I went to school for nursing informatics informatics, and now here I am 20 months later with my master's degree. How do you get experience in nursing informatics if you've never even worked on the field? And this is definitely something I can relate to, because before my schooling and before my 200 clinical hours that I did with my mentor, I was just wondering, how can I make my resume look better without having ever worked in the field? And the answer is to become a super user, become more engaged, volunteer for those projects on your unit. All these things that have to do with change and being a leader on your unit, these will look great on your resume, and although they're not technically nursing informatics, they fall under that category of leadership and initiating change and being part of a team. Let's say you join a committee. So just doing small things like that and really giving yourself credit on your resume can really demonstrate that you're the right person for this job, even if you never even had experience in this field. That's about it for this video though. Make sure you check out one of my other nursing related videos right here. And like I said, if you have any other questions about nursing informatics, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.